Hey there, I'm Shauna, and this is Yoga Snacks, nourishment for the body, mind, and spirit. So here we are in our yoga space today. Let's start centering. Today I'd like to start centering by focusing. We always focus on the breath, but I'm going to start with a body scan. We often do that too. So just bring your attention down to the soles of your feet. And just notice whether you've got socks or slippers, feet are bare. Bring your awareness up into your ankles. And then, like your awareness is a flashlight, shine the light of your awareness up through your lower legs to your knees, up to your thighs, to the hips seated on the chair, kind of watching from the inside, and then take your awareness up along your spine. Shine the light out to your shoulders, down your right arm to your right hand, and then down your left arm to your left hand. And then shine the light of awareness up through your neck to your head. And then as if you actually were shining a floodlight on your whole body, just let your awareness expand and feel, sense, be aware of the whole body seated. Okay, and then we're going to slowly turn the head from side to side. So as you turn your head from side to side, pay attention. Maybe the light of your awareness is in the head and the neck. But also have it in your shoulders. Shoulders are relaxing away from the ears. Nice and slow. Okay, next time that you turn your head to look to your left, just drop your chin slightly. Look down towards the floor on your left side. Breathe into your neck. Then inhale, lift your head, slowly turn your head back to center. And as you exhale, drop your chin towards your shoulder. Lift your head. Slowly come back to facing forward. Okay, this time let's take the hands and rest them on the back of the head and lift your head, look up and lift your chest. And then as you exhale, tuck your chin towards your chest, round your spine, and you can bring the light of your awareness down your spine. Then inhale, lift your head, let your head look up, let your head rest into your hands a little bit. And we'll repeat a couple times. Elbows curling and rounding the spine. And then using your inhale, lifting your head, elbows opening out. And one more time, curling. And inhale up and open. And then back to center. Keep your hands behind your head. You could change the interlace if you wanted. And then we're going to slowly tip just your head, or just the head, so not the whole spine. And then use your hands to slowly help you turn and look up to your right. And then super slowly, so no pain for this, we just want to slowly guide, look to the left. Back to center, pause a little bit, and let's try it again. To the right, looking up. And then slowly back through center, looking left, back to center, and then slowly lift your head. This time, you're just going to look up a little bit. So we want to keep the neck long and strong. And so just test it out. We're going to just a little bit tip the head to the right, maybe look up slightly, and back to center, and looking up just a little bit, roll or tip your head to the left. So use your hand for support so you're not straining your neck in any way, but we're just finding a slightly different angle here, tipping the head back and forth. Okay, then centering carefully, bring your head to neutral and rest your hands onto your lap. One more with the head and neck. So this time we're going to press up through the very top of the head. Imagine you've got a pencil attached to your head and you're drawing some big circles. Well, you know, I would probably say you're drawing all over the sky. Couple directions. Okay, and definitely not making yourself dizzy. Come back to center. Okay, then shrug and circle your shoulders a little back and forth. And a little seated swimming. Back and forth. Okay. Okay, then we're going to try a fancy activity here. So it's good for brain training, they tell me, which I can always use. So first, let's practice picking up the left leg. Draw it in towards the chest. And then put it down. And then let's pick up the right leg, draw it in towards the chest. This isn't the brain training part yet. And then down. Okay, so we know we can do this. So this time, pick up your left leg and put it down without the hands. Pick up the right leg, put it down. So now we're going to bring your right hand, tap your left knee, arm up. Bring your left hand, tap your right knee, arm up. What? So let's make it a little bit more fancy. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, right hand, left knee. Inhale up. Exhale, left hand, right knee. Inhale up. Let's try it again. Exhale, left hand, right knee. Inhale up. Exhale, left hand, right knee. So the reason I don't normally do these ones because I get my left and right chronically mixed up. So that's why I need to do these exercises. Let's try it one more time. Maybe I'll get it right, but you can figure it out on your own. Arms are up. Right hand, left knee, arm back up. Left hand, right knee, arm back up. Right hand, left knee, arm back up. Left hand, right knee, arm back up. One more time. Right hand, left knee. Left hand, right knee. Woohoo! Fantastic work. Let's rest. Here, we're going to do a little twist so you can come forward onto your left elbow, turn your body to the right, and reach your right hand back to hold the upper back of the chair. Press evenly into your feet and twist towards the right. Open the right shoulder away from the legs. Think about where your head is. Shine the light of your awareness down your spine and let your spine make a long, almost straight line. Then inhale and come up. Try your feet a little closer together. Same exact thing. Come forward, rest your forearms onto the knee. This will be your right forearm. Start to turn to the left. If you can't reach the chair, hand on hip is good. Otherwise, left hand holds the upper back, twist, lining the crown with the tailbone. Shine the light of the awareness down the spine. Inhale. Unwind, come up. Have a little rest. Okay, I think we're going to stand up. So let's try this one we did the other day where you have your arms at your side. You're going to swing the arms, stand up, aha, and come to stand. And then once you're standing, shake everything out a little. Okay. So while we're standing, have both of your feet comfortable wide distance. Feet are pointing straight ahead. Bend both knees and let your knees come past your ankles. Knees pointing in the same direction as your feet. Like you're going to sit back but you're not, so you're kind of awkward. And then the torso's a little bit forward. Take your arms up, or if that feels challenging, you can keep your hands together at your heart or even your hips. We're going to take the arms up. If the arms are up, look up and feel the weight on your feet. Bring the light of the awareness into the feet. Let the toes spread. Let the feet be anchored. Move the light of your awareness up to your knees, to the hips, along the spine, up through the shoulders, and then let's straighten the legs and just stand. So sometimes that can be a pretty vigorous pose, so just pause and feel your breathing. Okay. This time we're going to have the chair nearby in case you need it. So I'll just have it on the left. The chair is just there for balance. If you don't need it, you don't need it. Stand both feet pointing straight ahead. Hands can come to hips. And then let's bend both knees again. Keep the knees bent. Maybe this is where the chair comes in handy. And pick up your right leg. Balancing, maybe the hands are coming to the heart. And then fantastic, straighten the leg, stand. Let's do that on the other side. The right leg is straight. Nope, the right leg is going to be our standing leg. We're going to bend both. Pick up the left leg. Maybe the hands stay at the hips or the hands stay at the heart. Hold. Breathe. Great, then straighten both legs. Stand and breathe. Okay, so let's try something a little bit similar but different. Left leg very straight. Pick up the right leg and bring your hands to your heart. Light of your awareness can come down into the foot, to the base of the spine, running along the spine and up through the crown. Awesome. And then step your foot down. Let's do the other side. Picking up the leg, drawing down. Remember, you can always have your hand on the chair. Knee and hip mostly lined up. Light of awareness coming into the standing foot. Thumbs into the sternum. Or hand on the chair, looking forward. Excellent. And then stand and just breathe. Okay, let's turn our chair and use it for lunging. So hands on the seat of the chair. Right foot is going to step forward and the left leg is back. And line the right knee up with the ankle, so the knees pointing straight ahead, knees heading in the same direction of the foot. Back leg very steady and strong. So here we're going to remember when we lifted the knee and we put the hand to the knee, and instead we're going to either put the left hand on the chair or left elbow on the chair. So there's this sort of cross connection. Bring the right hand onto the hip and turn. Roll your chest open, reach out through the top of the head. Hug the outer hips in for stability. And then unwind. Straighten your leg, rock the hip back, even lift your toes, look at your toes. And then take a big step forward, look up. And we'll take a big step back with the right foot. So you can make this your own. You don't have to take it very far. You can have it close. Or if you want a more vigorous stretch, your leg goes further back. Left knee centered over the heel, toes pointing straight ahead. Press back, just being in this position for a little bit. And then we're going to think of that cross position. Bring the right hand or right elbow on the chair in front of the knee, left hand onto the hip, press strongly back, hug the outer hips towards one another as you turn. Lift your left shoulder away from the floor. And look at the pretty trees on the wall. How nice. Inhale, untwist, bring your hands onto the chair. Let's take a giant step forward and then actually walk both of the feet back. and fold from the hips. Okay, then walk all the way forward. Bring the hands to the hips, lift up. Okay, so this one is similar. I like to put something on the chair. So I've got my blocks. I'll put them to make the chair a little higher. And keep the right foot forward, and then I'm stepping the left foot back about a leg length, and the foot's on an angle. And then both of my hands are on the chair looking up, and then I'm going to bend the elbow. That's the left elbow, putting it on the chair, and turns the spine towards the right. So press into both feet. Keep the hips feeling like they're in a line. Bring your light of your awareness along the length of the spine, right up to the crown of the head. The right hand could stay where it is, or maybe the arm comes up. For some people, maybe you need to be higher up. This is a great pose too. Or some people maybe a little lower onto the chair. We're looking for the spine to be parallel or almost parallel to the floor. If your arm is up, you could even practice looking up. And then sweep your hand down, carefully step forward. Pause and feel your breathing. Okay, and then hands onto the chair or the block. Step your right leg back, about a leg length or a little longer. This back foot can turn as much or as little as you need to get the hips forward facing. And then we'll look up. From here you can stay upright or maybe bend down. Bring your right forearm onto the chair. So you think of that twisting action where the hand comes towards the opposite leg. Hug the outer hips towards one another, and then lift the left shoulder. Oh, I get to see the pretty trees again. And take the light of your awareness first, start it in your feet, up through the legs, along the length of the spine, through into the arms and shoulders, if that makes sense. Finally in the head. And then come on down with the hand. Inhale, look up. This time let's step both the left foot back and fold from the hips. Give your body a good long stretch. Inhale, start to walk yourself forward towards the chair. Hands on hips, inhale, stand up. Okay, let's put the chair out of the way. And come to sit down on the floor. So we'll sit so that the legs are extended. So when you sit down on the floor, sometimes it feels great, sometimes it doesn't feel so great. So you might be happier sitting on a pillow or a blanket. Sometimes what that does is it elevates your hips and allows the pelvis to be tilted so the spine is pointing upright. Having a belt here would be a good thing. And we're just going to sit for a moment with the legs straight, shoulders broad, fingertips or hands against the floor. So shine the light of the awareness into your feet. Make sure their heels are centered, toes are up. Bring the light of the awareness through the legs, into the hips, up the spine, across the front of the collarbones, down the shoulders to the hands, and then back up, neck and head. Great. And as you inhale, we're going to bring the right leg in and bring it nice and close to the chest. Left leg, toes are pointing up, reach up through the very top of the head. So here, open your left arm out to the side and then bring your left arm either to hug around the right leg or to rest a little bit against. Usually you need a little bit of space to rest it against, so I'm going to suggest hugging. Sit with a tall spine, and then this other hand you can use to help prop you up. Maybe you're on your fingertips and the elbows bent if you've got a longer arm, or flat hand if you've got a shorter arm. Shine the light of the awareness. This time let's start at the very top of the head. Can possibly turn. Shine the light of the awareness down the neck, into the shoulder area, down the spine, into the hips, and out the extended leg. Then inhale, unwind your twist, straighten out your right leg, pause. And bend your left knee, bring your left leg in nice and tight, right leg is straight, and lifting up through the top of the head. Let's take the arm out, sweep it around, hug the leg, or elbow can go past. Use your right hand to support you, pressing up through the top of the head. Find your breathing. Shine the light of your awareness into your extended right leg. So this time we're starting from the lower and coming up through into the hips. Shine the light into your bent left leg, back up to the spine, across the shoulders, up through the neck and into the head. And of course, don't forget to shine it into the arms. Nice. And then inhale, unwind the twist. Turn to face forward. Straighten this left leg out. Pause. Okay, let's take our feet a little bit wider than the mat. Feet are pointing straight ahead. If you have a long belt or something like a bathrobe tie, you might be able to put it around your feet, especially if the feet aren't too wide. Press out through the feet, toes pointing up, knees pointing up. It's a good place to stay upright for a few breaths. If it feels like it's going to be okay, you could tip forward. So feel free to stay sitting upright, especially if this hurts your hips or your back. Otherwise, start to go forward. You can let your eyes close and your head drop. And when you're in this pose, whether you're sitting upright or coming forward, let the light of the awareness shine. So again, I think we'll start at the top. Come into the head. Shine the light into your head, down into your neck, through your arms, to your hands, back up the arms, through the shoulders, down the spine, to the hips and the feet. Just relax. Okay, inhale, come all the way back up. Let's lift the knees, bring the legs in, and then let's lie down, and lie down if you have some support. So it could be a pillow, it could be a folded towel or a blanket, but if you have a book or a yoga block, you can put it on its low height or its middle height. I think today we'll go with low height. And then lie carefully back so your chest is supported. You can let your head drop a little bit lower here. So I've got a blanket, so it's only a little bit lower, or it could be a lot lower. Just let it be, feel comfortable. So you decide whether it's higher or lower. If it hurts your neck at all, then try going higher. So put more of a pillow and see what that's like. Legs are straight, or toes pointing up, or roll your feet open. And while you're here, just tune into the light of your awareness. Shine it down into the feet, up through the hips, to the heart space, into the arms. into the neck, throat, head. And if you're doing this pose on a recording, you could stay here a little bit longer. We're only going to stay for a few breaths, but this would be a great pose to pause the video, stay for a while. Otherwise, let's bend the knees now. Deepen your breathing. Use your hands to tuck your chin to your chest so the neck muscles are engaged, and then use your hands and your abdominal muscles to help you sit up. Let's take the support out and lower right down to the floor. Okay, so we're going to sneak in one more pose. You can have your arms open into shoulder height. And then tip your knees to your left. So for some people, putting a block between the knees would be good. For some people, tucking the knees a little higher towards the shoulder would be good. Keep both arms down. Let that be a priority today. And just feel your breathing, shining the light of your awareness into the body. Maybe now you could use that floodlight of awareness. Okay, and then lift your knees. If you're using a block, you can put that in there between the knees right away. Open the arms out and lower your knees to the left. Remember, they can be low, or they can be coming in line with your hips or even higher. Allow your back body to rest. Okay, and then come out of this, lifting your knees. Stretch the legs down along the floor. As you come to rest in this Shavasana position, give yourself as much time as you can here. At least a minute, but 5 minutes, 10 minutes would be fantastic. I'm going to leave you in Shavasana. Roll out now. Thank you so much for joining in this yoga practice, this nourishment for your body, mind, and spirit. And enjoy. See you next time.